Hey, what's going on everyone? It's the chance to be a new video on Duel Links, and today we are looking at Amazonis once again, but this time we have got the 3 princesses, and we're going to test it out in ranked with the 3 princesses. I am still leveling up my, as you can see, I've got to like level 34 right now. Well, 33, 34. So I'm pretty close to getting the Amazonis Queen, and I will bring the deck to the channel once again once I get the Amazonis Queen. It's just right now I want to test it out with the Amazonis princesses and see how well it does in ranked. So as you can see, this is the Amazonis deck I have chosen on the screen right now. The Amazonis Princess, if you didn't know, it's a card that you can get from Elegant Mai right now. I would recommend trying to pull at least about 2. All you need to do is pull 2 from her, and you get 1 as a reward. So that's 3, and you're sorted, basically. This card is treated as Amazonis Queen while face up on the field or in the graveyard. If this card is normal summoned or special summoned, you can add 1 Amazonis spell or trap from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effects by Amazon Princess once per turn. When this card declares an attack, you can send 1 other card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Special summon 1 Amazonis monster from your deck in defense position, except Amazonis Princess. Very powerful card, really, really good. Brilliant card for this archetype. It's only getting stronger and stronger. With Amazonis Queen in the game as well, the deck is very good. We know that some people have hit King of Games last season with Amazonis, which is crazy to see. And during the KC Cup, some people did use Amazonis and climbed all the way to level 20 with them, which is also awesome. And the whole purpose of the deck is Onslaught. Onslaught made the deck what it is. It's such a powerful trap, and it works so well with this deck and in this game altogether. Because if you guys didn't know, or you're not too keen on Amazonis Onslaught, once per turn during battle phase, it could be during your opponent's battle phase, it doesn't have to be just yours. You can special summon 1 Amazonis monster from your hand. If you do, it gains 500 attack until the end of this turn. Even if the card leaves the field, even if this card leaves the field. After battle calculation, the Amazonis monster battled an opponent's monster. If this is the... One sec. Monsters battled... Basically, if your monster battles with an opponent's monster, instead of sending it to the graveyard, you can banish it. And if this card gets destroyed, you can target 1 Amazonis monster in your graveyard, special summon it. It's a very powerful card. It's got capability to get monsters from your hand to the graveyard extremely quick, power your Amazonis up, and banish all of your opponent's monsters, which is clutch in this meta that your opponents need the graveyard. And the fact that you're banishing everything is very powerful, especially when they bring out Anarchy, and you have a fighter on the field, or an Amazonis swordswoman. These are my 2 favourite cards in the deck, because Amazonis fighter, you take no battle damage involved in it, so if they attack it with Anarchy, you're taking no damage and the monster's getting banished. Or with swordswoman, they attack into it, they're going to take the damage and their monster gets banished. I am running 1 Sage in here because I do really enjoy using Sage. After battle calculation, if this card attacked and still is on face up on the field, you can target 1 spell or trap and destroy it. Most people would say take that out and replace it with a baby tiger, which could be better, I guess, but I kind of really do enjoy the Sage for its ability. We're also running 2 Amazonis Heirloom. Equip it to an Amazonis monster once per turn. The monster can't be destroyed by battle when it was equipped. When the equipped monster attacks, after battle calculation, destroy the attacking target, but obviously if you got Onslaught, the monster's going to get banished anyway. It's just an extra search for Princess. We're also running 2 Chalice to stop effects of Sylvans. We're running 2 Enemy Controller and 2 Wall of D. The Wall of D could be swapped out for something else, but I'm kind of enjoying the Wall of D in the deck, because if they flood in the field with 3 big monsters, you Wall of D them, and your Amazonis monsters can just go crazy ham sandwich on them. I am running it with Restart, because you want to open up with a very good hand, especially with Onslaught in your hand. That could go very well for you. And yeah, let's just jump in some battles and see what we can do with the deck. As you guys know, the more I use the deck, the more duels I go through. Depending on what I'm facing, depending on what the meta is, I do change cards around in the deck, so this will not be the final build. I might eventually swap cards in and out of the deck, just to adapt the deck to the meta. And you guys should do the same. If you have like, I'm not like saying anything bad, but if you have copied a deck from a content creator or off a website and it's not working 100% of the time for you, it's because obviously they are facing different opponents to you, or you're just in like a little bit of a different kind of meta than your opponent. So just adapt your deck to what you're facing, that way you'll get more wins. He does have an extra deck, and I think he is going to be running Masked Heroes. We do have Princess in hand, so I will actually summon Princess, use its effect to get the Onslaught onto the field. I'll choose the Glassy one. Actually, it goes to my hand, but I'll be able to play it right now. Activate Onslaught. I'll equip my spell onto my Princess, so once per turn it can't be destroyed. I'll set Econ, end my turn. I'm actually going to put Toddle on, because as soon as he draws a card, he knows where the Onslaught is. He knows it's one of them. But I'm going to activate it straight off the bat, because a lot of people are running that fire formation to lock down back row. So I actually want to get it activated. He is throwing 2 face downs, and he does summon his Destiny Hero. I'm completely fine with that. Okay, he is going in for battle. Do I want to activate Onslaught right now? No, I'm gonna wait. I'm like really fine with this because he attacked. I activate Onslaught. He just realised what happened, and now he can't mass change. So right now we can get Swordswoman out and cause some mayhem. We also have Sage, so I'm going to summon Sage first and go for an attack to try and poke at his back row. He could Chalice me, but he's just going to power me up and he's going to take more damage. We'll see what my opponent does. But we'll activate Onslaught after this attack goes through, if it goes through. We'll see what happens. It does go through. Sage's effect goes off. I'm going to target his middle card. Ooh, Beginning of Heaven. So my opponent's not running like just a normal mask deck. He is running 2. I don't think that he will be able to come back from this, because we have a very strong board presence right now. He's probably going to obviously pick Decider. I forgot what it's called, the Warrior, the light one that can put a light warrior monster back on top of your deck, and he's probably going to obviously pick his Theus Knight or something. Oh, there's a Destiny Hero instead. No Decider? There's his Decider. So we'll just pick the middle one. All 3 go to the graveyard. Special summon this, it'll be on 2000 attack. And attack him directly. He has 600 life points. We have a very strong board presence. If he draws into a high level monster or any monster whatsoever, he can special summon it, but I don't think he can come back from this. We have too much of a strong board presence right now. I have no idea if the background music's too loud, by the way. I didn't test it, so hopefully everything is going okay with background music. We have enemy controller to protect us. Onslaught's going to banish his monsters if he does summon anything too crazy. If he does bring out his big, what's it called? Blackluster Soldier, obviously he can return his banished monsters, but he'll have to get it out onto the field first. He didn't draw into it, so his dash effect didn't go off, because that could have been bad for us. We'll just see what my opponent decides to do. Is that a rage quit? Even though he could have clicked surrender, I think that he closed down the app. We'll see right now. Or he's just lost connection. But I don't think he could have come back from that. 3 cards in hand. Doesn't look like he had anything. And we just get the victory. And this is in Legend right now as well. Legend at the beginning of a season is very, very... Well, it's not super hard to climb. It's just everyone's trying to get to King Games as fast as possible. So you will be facing people at their freaking peak, trying their hardest, using the most powerful decks that they have. So the fact that if I do get a few victories with this deck, it just proves that it can keep up with the meta and keep up with all these strong decks and people trying the hardest to win. And just the fact that it's Amazoness, they've been in the game since the beginning, it's just they've never been too good, and you've only ever seen like Amazoness Swordswoman in Weevil decks. But now we can actually build Amazoness decks to the full capacity is absolutely amazing. I'm so glad Konami put this archetype into the game for us to use. I'm happy that we don't have the field spell, because I got a feeling Amazoness Village would be a little bit too powerful in this game right now. Because imagine if you had Onslaught and the Village out. you'd be unstoppable. Every single time they destroy your monster, the monster will get banished, and then you can special summon another Amazoness from your deck. It would be a little bit too crazy for this meta. I think it's in like a perfect situation right now. If we got some more warrior support in the next box, maybe that's going to boost up Amazoness a little bit more. But I think it's in a solid situation right now. Obviously, it's not Amazoness aren't that brain dead like some of the meta decks, like click yes to destroy everything and mill your deck, or I'm going to OTK you on turn 2. It's not one of them kind of decks. It does take a little bit of strategy and knowing what you're going to do. So my opponent threw down a face down, he's got out dangerous. Oh, we did pull Princess, that's pretty good. So he doesn't have that Dreamer, but I don't think we need to pull out Princess now. I think I actually will, I'm not too sure. Do I want to pull out Princess? Actually no, I'm going to pull out Swordswoman right now. His back card is activatable, so it could be an econ, or it's going to be a mask change. I'm going to activate this as well, attach it to my Swordswoman. I'm going to crash into him. He's going to take 1,100 life points, and his monster will be destroyed. So let's go. We have a solid back row as well. Plus we have that Swordswoman in hand, ready to search, ready to do some crazy stuff. He's going to activate Dangerous effect, discarding... Oh, he's probably going to put the Dreamer in the graveyard, but I don't think he will be able to activate the effect. I think he misses the timing. We'll see. But I think Heirloom still goes through, and his monster will get destroyed. It did go through. So he's in top deck situation with one face down, and we both know it's most likely going to be a mash change. So we'll just see. Toddle on. Activate the Onslaught right now, just in case he does run the fire formations. I don't think there's any way of him coming back from this. This is why I enjoy the deck a lot as well. It messes up Masked Hero decks quite a lot. They literally have to open up with the most perfected hand ever to actually do anything. See, right now he's forced an Econ take. I'm happy to take 1,500. Ah, he's going to draw into 2. So he's trying to go for the OTK right now. We do have the Econ protecting us. Did he draw into anything? 1 back row, 2 back row. I'm fine with that. I'll let this attack go through as well. We'll save the Econ for when he actually does pull out like Anarchy or anything too crazy. Right there, we just didn't need to waste the Econ. So right now we'll pull out Princess, we'll activate the effect because I don't think there's any way he can stop us except Chalice, but yet again, he will be powering us up if he did use it. We'll get another Onslaught to our hand just in case he does destroy our other one. Plus it thins our deck a little bit. And we're just going for battle. Oh, I should have threw one of my monsters into defense because I got a feeling one of them is Wall of D. But even if it is one of them's Wall of D, Amazoness Swordswoman would go ham sandwich on the guy. I can activate Princess right now. Ooh. I'll send an Heirloom from my hand to the graveyard, so I can special summon another Amazoness from the deck. He is activating Chalice right now, so he's basically powering me up. He's going to take more life points from this. I'm okay with that. He just didn't want me getting another Amazoness monster onto the field, which is understandable, I guess. He is in top deck situation. I've got a feeling one of his back row is the Econ, though. He does have another Econ. Maybe it's another Chalice as well. We'll see. I don't think he can draw 2 from the graveyard, so we're in such a strong situation right now. The deck is very powerful. That's all I can say. The deck is in such a strong situation. There's a mash change. We all knew it was a mash change. I think he has to go for direct attacks for anything to happen, but we can stop it with the enemy controller. That's probably the Chalice. So he is going to go for most likely a direct attack into a Chalice. There it is. I'm going to activate... Oh, maybe it's another mash change. I'm going to just throw it into defense right now, just so we don't take 2 direct attacks in case it is a mash change. But I got a feeling it was the Chalice. Yeah, he surrendered. There was no way that he couldn't come back. Plus, we could have banished his monster. The Amazoness Princess is such a good card in this game. Because it gives your Amazoness deck such a good search power, because you can grab Amazoness monsters once you're attacking with your Princess, and you can grab your Amazonis spells and traps from your deck once it's summoned. Very strong card. I don't really think this deck needs Chalice, it's just I like running Chalice just in case I do face the Sylvan players. It does come in clutch. Because you don't want a Sylvan player like milling all 3 of the mushrooms, destroying your entire back row and then your life. It can be devastating. Hopefully this person's running Sylvans just so I can show you how it does against Sylvans, because I've just shown you how it does against Masked Heroes. We are going second. He doesn't have an extra deck, so it could be the Sylvans. Balance. Maybe it's CA. I think this deck just poops all over CA. I'm going to keep this hand. We do have the Econ. That's the reason why I kept this hand, just in case. It is CA. I was correct. This deck kind of poops all over CA as well, for the simple fact we're banishing all of his materials that he needs. And CA obviously works from the graveyard as well, but it's not going to work too well from the graveyard when we're banishing everything. There's the Chalice as well. I kind of want to... Yeah, I'm going to summon Princess. Try and activate his effect. Let's see if he stops it. He doesn't stop it, so we are basically going to go ham sandwich on the guy. This is pretty bad for us in a sense, because if he does bring out Dakini next turn, we're going to be defenseless until the attack position. We'll attack deck creation. He draws. I'm going to guess he's running Hatronade as well, so we want to activate the Onslaught as fast as possible. Even though we could have chained it. I just wanted to get the board presence. So he set Machine Angel Ritual. That was that's like a pro play that you can make with CA. You set it hoping your opponent like destroys it, but at the same time, if they Cosmic Cyclone it, you're screwed. Oh no, he was bluffing. That's not the right one. So right now he's doing his Dakini E10 into probably not Dakini. He's doing his E10 Ben 10 combo into his Dakini. Right now he's probably going to pull Petite out of his deck. He's gone into another Senju. I'm okay with that. Is his Senju going to search for his Dakini? We do have Econ and Forbidden Chalice if needed. I got a feeling he will bring out Dakini and use its effect as well, because obviously he's going to be fearing the Onslaught. So I'll just Econ take, and then during the battle phase I can special summon another Princess if needed to, or Sage. We have plays. And obviously when that's in the graveyard it stops one of his monsters being destroyed by battle, but we're basically banishing his monsters. There's his Dakini. Is he going to activate Dakini's effects? He does activate Dakini's effects, so always powering up with E10 as well, and he gets Ben 10's effect. Right now, I'll Econ take. Destroying his Dakini, plus he won't get the search off at the end of his turn because Dakini will be gone. Thank you very much. And once he goes into the battle phase, I can special summon an Amazonis from my hands, so I won't be taking any damage from him. This deck is so powerful. He literally has to destroy the Onslaught to do any damage to me right now. So we'll send the Dakini to the graveyard. We're not going to be taking that 2,800. He is going to go in for battle. We'll activate our Onslaught. No, we don't need to activate that. It gains 500 attack if I'm correct, so that'll be 1,700. Plus we'll be able to get the effect off the Princess, thinning the deck, grabbing cards that we need. And he surrendered. All TK decks suffer so badly versus this deck, because they can literally do nothing. It's so good. I think the Amazonis deck is like kind of the new Rex Raptor deck, where it's control with basic level 4 monsters, and it's just got such a strong board presence. We're coming up to the 20-minute mark now. We've had some very good duels. I don't think we've lost one. Yeah, we've won all 3 of them. First opponent was running... Oh, he was running a devastating creation deck. GG to him. He was running the mass changes. Second person was running a hardcore masked deck, which we absolutely destroyed, and that guy was Legend 2 as well, trying to climb, and we just absolutely destroyed a CA deck. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. It was a lot of fun making this video. Hope you guys did enjoy once again. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.